I wanted to talk to y'all about what happened with me yesterday. Nothing too serious or anything, but first let me tell y'all, which, oh my gosh, was so freaking hilarious to me. I was in the car by myself, dying laughing at myself because it was freaking hilarious. So it's like a story of when you are with somebody that is a little bit more well off than you, and you think that you can, or that you have the same things that they have. So I was in the car with the doctor yesterday, and like, she has a Tesla, and it's really nice. It's a nice car, what is it, electric, so she don't have to stop and get gas or anything. But she, her front screen is like in the middle from the top of her dashboard all the way to the bottom. And it's, just a big screen, and, it shows her Bluetooth, her music, her, everything has the map on there. And then she can kind of like touch the map and, you know how you make it bigger or smaller, zoom in and zoom out with your hands, like it's a touch screen. So I'm riding with her and all this stuff. So, okay, that's fine and dandy. Well, then when I get to my car and it's time for me to go, I have me a little dash too, but, of course it's just at the top, and I got a little screen. I got my little map on there. It has this little things to it, GPS. So, I like my little screen or whatnot. So, but I've never, and it's a touch screen too, honestly. Like, there's things on there that I can press. But so I get in the car, and so I'm thinking about, because my map is on or whatever, and so I'm like, I ain't never tried to zoom in or zoom out, like that. Oh my gosh, I must have just touched my screen and tried to zoom in real quick. It opened up a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, when people be getting in their car thinking they can do the same thing that they did in somebody else's car, which is, of course, years younger. Oh my gosh, it was so freaking hilarious. Here I am just like, let me see if I can open my screen up, or, oh my gosh. I was dying laughing at my own self. It was hilarious. Oh my gosh, that crap was so funny. I'm like, who the hell does that but me? So if y'all have done that, let me know, because I'm sitting there like, I just got out of space car and let me try and see if oh my gosh, hilarious. So anyways, to the other story I want to tell y'all that was crazy. I was after I made it home or whatnot, it's pitch black. I got home like at 10 o'clock at night, and y'all know I live in the country or whatever, and with my car, I can't drive all the way up to my house because we don't have like a road to our house. It's just grass, a field, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like to drive all the way down it because I don't want to mess up my car or the tires and things like that, because it's not a truck. It can't really do all those things that the truck can do. So I park it up at the top of the hill, but it's like pitch black outside. Mind you, we do have like a light that's down by the houses, but where I park at, no, there's no light. It's dark as hell. I don't have my flashlight with me. Normally, if I go out late, I usually keep a flashlight in the car so that I, can see or whatnot. But, lately I guess I just haven't been, coming home late, or nothing's really been going on. So I don't have a flashlight. So I'm thinking, okay, and my phone died. Let me not forget that important piece, because my phone died on me, okay, because I was on it all day using the app, did not bring my charger. And of course, when you don't bring your charger, your phone loses battery life very quickly. And when your phone knows you have a charger nearby, it wants to stay pretty much fully charged, as if it doesn't need a charger. So the one time I decide I didn't bring my charger, I didn't grab it, whatnot. Of course, I got it today. And of course, my battery life is acting 100 on. So, anyways, battery dies yesterday, and so I have no way of calling my husband to come outside with a flashlight to meet me up there, whatever. So, when I'm arriving, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to honk. Somebody will hear me, come on. So I'm pulling up and I'm just honking. Turn the car around or whatever, because, I was backed into my spot, so it's not facing the house. And so I'm just honking. I'm looking. I'm trying to see if he's coming out with the light. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I am not about to walk out here in the dark like this. Like, what is going on? Somebody needs to hear me. So I turned the car off for whatever reason. And I'm thinking, I'm just going to wait. And I am laying on the horn. I'm just laying on it, okay? And I'm like, oh, this is crazy. So finally, I'm like, okay, I couldn't see in my car, so I not started back up. I turned it on a little bit so the lights would come on, and so I pushed my hazards, and I'm like hoping the flashing would get somebody's attention, and so or whatever. And then all of a sudden I look up, and there's a dog right there in front. Of course, it's one of our dogs, so I know the dog. But I'm like, there goes my help. Those are my eyes and ears right there to get me home safely. And it's so weird because I'm like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, how am I gonna get out this car? How am I gonna get home? I'm just really like, what am I going to do? And it's so freaky because, when I turned the lights on the first time, like nobody was there, nothing was there. And when I put on the hazards or whatever, I turned the car back off because I figured the hazards can go without the car, being on. Because I wanted to have all my stuff ready and my keys and stuff. So, but I needed to turn the lights so I could see where the hazard button was because I couldn't see it. And then as soon as I, turn the car back off or whatever and look up and there goes my lights flashing on that dog, I'm just like relieved. I'm like, all right, Grace, come on, because you got to get me home. And so, but yeah, she came running up, turned my hazards off, and she walked me home, y'all. I said, oh, thank goodness, because I didn't know what I was going to do. I'm just like, at night, and it's not that I'm just scared. It's more so that I can't fully see or whatever. And, it's like I try to be very alert and aware because, where I live, there's coyotes, there's hogs, what I'm saying, wolves, all kind of, anything can jump out, whatever. So I'm like, I need to be able to see and be aware so I can take precaution to do whatever it is I may need to do. So, which is run. Oh my goodness. But I was so happy to see Grace because of course she, with animals, they have that heightened sense, they can hear, they can see in the night, they got that night vision or whatever. So she was my eyes and ears, and I guess she came to that horn like, what is going on? But I was so glad to see her, and she walked me to the house. So yeah, that's my story, y'all. Like, yeah, I was relieved. I was so glad because I'm thinking, and don't y'all know, when I got up in that house though, I'm like, goodness, anything could happen to me. I mean, if you couldn't hear my horn, don't let me be out there screaming. Like, who is going to hear me? Who is going to come to my rescue? Who going to bring the gun? Who is going to help me? If you can't hear my horn, how you going to hear me screaming? And me, I have a everything. And you know, don't let these glasses fool you. Even without these glasses, let me see something move. I will spot the tiniest thing moving. Hear everything. It gets on my husband's nerves because I be like, what's that saying? What's that? I hear it. So he always be like, you with your heightened sense. I mean, I just do. So, but still, I mean, it ain't like no dogs or whatever. But yeah, so I'm like, I was kind of upset a little bit. Like, honey, what if something was happening to me? What if I was screaming out there? And he knew my phone was dead or whatever. I'm like, why you not looking for me or whatever? You know, like, come on now. Now, granted, he called me to see where I was, and I told him my phone is about to die. I'm an hour away. You know, real quick. So he should have been looking for me or whatever, which he did give me a good idea that I will use for next time. He's just like, just don't park your car, let the lights shine, and then walk to the house, and then I will go back and remove the car. Like, well, still, that does not excuse the fact that you did not look for me, then check on me, then go see where is Mrs. Blue. Okay, so I was a little turned. I'm like, come on. The only person that comes for me is the dog, which, believe me, I am so grateful for. So, yeah, but that just made me just think about, like, I hope nothing will ever try to happen to me or anybody out there, and we can't hear it or whatever. So it's like, we got to stay in tune, people. We have to be really watchful and listening and aware. So, and I'm into all that. So, but all right, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe, like,